Hello, Buddhas. Today, we are talking about this whole Wim Hof thing. Now, for some context, I'm going to spin you around real quick, and you can see it's kind of snowing out, it's kind of cold out, it's about -1, -2 right now in Ottawa, and it feels fantastic for me to be outside. The whole Wim Hof concept of immersing yourself in cold water, concentrating on your breathing, taking control of your body is incredible. And actually there's a lot of science that he has done and other people have done to show that our skin, our body, is extremely important, and it's an organ itself. And if we don't work it out, and if we don't allow it to experience different extremes of our world, then it's going to atrophy and it's going to decay almost, and it's not going to perform the way that it should. So why am I filming this video outside in just a t-shirt when it's like 0 degrees out Celsius? So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Your system's based on the metric system anyway, so go do the math. Well, it's because it's Christmas time and I wanted to show off my fantastic Christmas tree. No, actually, I wanted to express that there's different ways of experiencing the cold that can be really beneficial. So if you live somewhere where it's cold outside, you don't necessarily have to do the whole cold shower thing every morning. That's something that I've been experimenting with to varying degrees of success, because honestly having a full cold shower as soon as you get up, I have found that to be fairly difficult to do. But one thing that I can do is I can go outside, and again, I'm not recommending that you spend your entire day outside in a t-shirt, because I'm already noticing now that I've been out here for a few minutes that I'm almost at a shivery stage. It's that right before shiver. But I can also express how fantastic it feels to feel the difference in temperature on my skin, right? Our human bodies hover around, I think it's the 36-ish degree mark, give or take. Don't quote me on that. But there's a set point for your human body. And there's a room temperature that feels comfortable, and there's too hot and there's too cold. But there's also this Goldilocks zone that I'm experimenting with, living in such a blessed place to be outside in this incredible snow, this wonderland that is Ottawa, where things like your fingers and stuff can get really cold really fast if you're not dressed up properly. And that feeling of that sensation on your body is absolutely incredible, because what's happening is your body is reacting to the change. The body's going, okay, there is a outside force that's, let's call it attacking the body. It's a difference, and I need to compensate for that. So I'm going to kick up the furnace, I'm going to send blood to the extremities, I'm going to keep that going. And what eventually happens if you're not used to being outside in cold weather is your body actually kind of gives up. It's like, all right, well, I got to keep the heart pumping. That's the most important organ. So I'm going to shut down the extremities. I'm going to shut down the toes and the arms and the legs and the thingies and all that, which causes you to feel that sensation of absolute, complete and utter freezingness. And I've actually seen some studies put out by the US military in different harsh weather environment testing and training, where they have been able to determine that if you are able to heat up the hands, for example, then you can actually keep the person feeling comfortable in incredibly cold situations. And I think that our ability to go out into things that are uncomfortable and to do stuff that is challenging is really where our power as creators and as human beings comes. If I just spent my entire life sitting in a climate-controlled room, in my PJs, laying on the couch, yeah, I would turn into a overweight, overfed, understimulated lump. But the fact that we have the choice and the ability to go out and to challenge ourselves in these different ways actually is what makes us human and what makes us able to create incredible lives for ourselves. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is something that everyone should do every single day. And if you live somewhere where it's warm, blessed, kind of jealous, but also you're missing out on the most incredible experience, which is literally standing inside of a freezer. Maybe you can try that. I don't know. I used to work in a meat packing department at a grocery store. I did butcher shop work as a first job literally ever. My job was to clean, because in Canada you have to have certain licensing and training in order to actually produce the meat. But I was there to clean. It was my first job ever, and it was actually a very good experience to learn. But we were working in essentially a freezer all day, so I would like bundle myself up and be constantly freezing. But I eventually acclimated to it. And I think that it actually made me really strong in my ability to regulate my temperature and to still perform dexterous tasks, which I had to have gloves on, but they were like little nitrile gloves you would wear if you're seeing the doctor or something, like not winter gloves obviously, because I was doing work. And I believe that this is one of those things, without me knowing it at the time, that actually made me into who I am now, because yeah, sure, I'm standing out here and I can acknowledge that it's cold and my body is starting to shiver somewhat, but I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily entirely uncomfortable. And that's not because my body is not uncomfortable, but it's because my state of mind about how I'm feeling about being outside is what's not uncomfortable. It's acknowledging that I chose to do this. It's empowering my body to say, no, look, I'm in charge, I'm doing this thing, and this is how it's going to be. Figure it out, body. You're a brilliant piece of engineering. Let's get her done. So Buddhas, obviously hit that like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification set to all, so that you can get every single one of these videos that we are going to continue to put out every single day. The golden era is just around the corner, and I don't think it's going to make the planet any warmer necessarily, but it is going to make the planet a little bit more magical and special. So let me know down below where you're at, and if you have the opportunity to go outside, and what the weather is like for you in the winter seasons. Obviously different parts of the world have different seasons at different times, but if you can go outside even for a couple minutes and experience that goosebump sensation of the freezing freaking cold, then I think that that's actually a really powerful way for you to manifest and start your day. So, Buddhas, remember, the absolutely most important thing is to love yourself.